Hello, my friends. Let's learn how to do the magic loop in crochet. First things first, I'm going to set my crochet hook aside for just a moment. I need my yarn. That's the first thing I'm going to work with. I'm going to lay the tail of my yarn across the palm of my left hand since I'm right-handed. I'm going to hold on to the tail between my thumb and my pinky finger. I'm going to wrap the yarn over, across my palm, come across the front, and I'm only going to wrap it over my index and my middle finger. I'm going to bring the yarn between my ring finger and my middle finger. And then I'm going to come back to the palm and cross it over. Now I'm going to let go of the yarn with my pinky and my thumb, and I'm going to hold on to it where it's crossed over on my, right here on my index finger. I'm going to come back to the top of my hand. I'm going to take the yarn across my index, my middle, and my ring finger this time, and go between my ring finger and my pinky. But I want to make sure that the one that goes over the three fingers is closer to my knuckle. This one's closer to my nails. So top one that goes over two fingers, closer to my nails. The bottom one that goes over three fingers, closer to my knuckles. Now I need my crochet hook. I'm going to pick it up with my right hand. I'm going to angle it so my hook is facing down. I'm going to go underneath the first loop that's over the two fingers, and I'm going to go over the top of the second loop that's over three fingers. And I'm going to stop with my hook just over it. I'm going to start backing my hook out, and when I do, that hook is going to grab a hold of that piece of yarn that goes over the three fingers, and we're going to pull it through the top loop. When I get this far, I'm going to stop, duck, and twist. See, I've made a little twist in my yarn. Now, I'm going to come over, kind of down. I'm going to take that with the hook up. I'm going to go from my knuckles towards my fingertips underneath the loop that's on my ring finger. Then I'm going to grab a hold of it as I back it back out, and I'm going to pull that loop through the loop that's on my hook. And then I can let go and take my fingers out. Now I have a loop attached on my hook, and I have this little knot right here. And I now need to make 6 single crochets into that loop. But before I do that, I want to yarn over on my hook. We're going to chain 1. Yarn over, pull through. That is called a chain 1. I just gave myself some turning room. Now, I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to go inside the loop. I want to make sure that I have both the knot and my tail loop, 2 pieces of yarn right there on top. I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to pull the yarn over through the loop. So now I have 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over again, and I'm going to pull that yarn over through both loops on my hook, and that is my first single crochet. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go into my loop, both pieces, tail and knot, yarn over, pull through. Now over the top of those 2 pieces, I'm going to yarn over again, and I'm going to pull that yarn over through both loops on my hook. That's number 2. Let's do 3, 4, 5, and make sure you're always going over your tail yarn and your loop every time you do a single crochet. And number, see, here they are, number 6. Pull through. Now I'm done. Now I can leave it on my hook if I want, or I can take it off. I'm going to grab a hold of this tail. I'm going to pinch right here at the base with my fingers on my right hand, and I'm going to pull with my left, and I'm going to pull. And that's going to bring my single crochets into a circle. Now, I need to do a slip stitch. I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to go underneath that first stitch. I'm going to yarn over, pull through the stitch, and then I'll just pull it through the loop that's on my hook just to make connect it. It's called a slip stitch. Now this is where we do something different. Now it is time that we use a stitch marker. We got to have a stitch marker. Before you do your next round of your magic loop, I want you to take a stitch marker and mark that first stitch. There you go. Okay, now we're going to go into that first stitch for our first round. We're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. That is for single crochet. Usually a round increases. So there's one. Into the second one, we're going to go in twice because we're going to do an increase. We're going to go into that first or that second single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops, but go back into that same stitch because we're increasing, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. So now I have 3 stitches. Okay, we're going to go to number 4. Go into it 1 time. 4, that's actually stitch number 3, but it's 4 times. Go into stitch number 5 or 4. So that's 4, 5, and we're doing 2 because we're increasing. 6. All right, friend. 7. Next one, 8, 9. Go into 1 stitch. 8. Oops. And 9. Number 10. And our last one. $11 and $12. And then we're ready. We've increased. You can see where our stitch is right there. We can go in. We can remove our stitch marker. We're ready to start our next round and increase, so we can mark the next round. So I'll put this in here in my first stitch on my next round to mark it. There you go. Oops. This time we'll take it from 12 to 18. So again, same way. Single crochet. Oops. And then your next one is a double. Well, actually, 2 singles. 1, 2. Anyway, then your next one is a single. So that's 3, 4. 5. 6. And you just keep going. Anyway, I'm done. I'm going to stop there, but you get the point of how to do a magic loop. Good luck, my friends.